Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Guys are doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this. Can I get it? Can I get it on this? Okay. So it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day on this 12/11/2024. I'm gonna pretend like it's the 11/11/11 because I think it's better. I think it's a lot nicer. So today is the 11th November 2024. Yesterday I was supposed to do a video yesterday. The weather was shit. The weather is still shit. But at least there's sunshine and I can pretend like it's nice. Today we're reviewing two movies instead of one. And those two movies are very simple. Very, 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 very simple. Those two movies are Ride Along. Can you get the second one? I'll give you an hint. Start with Ride. Yeah, Ride Along too. Good job. So Ride Along is the comedic duo of Kevin Hart and Ice Cube. Again, I have to say that I really wanted to like this movie because I did really enjoy the movie. But the problem that I had was I watched too many movies at the same time. And a couple of days before I watched Rush Hour. Which isn't the same movie, but it's very similar. You see, the character of Ice Cube is the classic cop, right? And a classic cop where he's like, yo, don't fuck around. Then you got Kevin Hart, who whole plan is to fuck around. So you got the good cop, got the silly cop, right? And it's a whole function. I think Kevin Hart does a wonderful job at being a silly cop. There's a ton of things that he fucking do that is wonderful. And technically the movie is good, but the movie is good for the almost the wrong, not the wrong reason, but the reason for why it's good, it isn't the reason that you would like. I think the movie is good because Kevin is the star of the show. I don't dislike Ice Cube, but Kevin is the star of the show. So for example, I'm not saying is Kevin is dating the sister of Ice Cube. So of course he doesn't like the guy that's his baby sister. He wants to protect her, right? That's normal. But he takes his anger out on Kevin a lot. And during the movie, there's a moment where Kevin's like, yo, fuck you, I'm not gonna take it anymore. And that's actually a really good sign. But then, it's a good thing because Ice Cube was an asshole, right? But instead of Kevin being an asshole, it would have been better if they're not necessarily solving a conflict on one side, they're solving a conflict on both sides. Hey, we both like that, right? And the fact that Kevin, also, there's this classic, like, oh, I'm trying to be part of the academy, but I never made it. I think that's really cool. I like seeing that in movies. I think it's cool because, like, there's nothing better than somebody that's trying to prove themselves, right? You have a exam for the police force, for the fire force, whatever you want to call it, and then you miss, and then you finally get accepted. Like, okay, well, this is my one chance. Let's fucking go. So of course, the plot of the movie, the first movie, is a lot of Kevin trying to prove himself, and Ice Cube that's trying to not sabotage the guy, but kinda. The movie is actually good because at the end they start to trust each other, which is the important part. And the greatest part of the movie isn't the Ride Along. The greatest part of the movie is they realize they don't have to get along. They both love this one person. Ice Cube's sister, Kevin Hart's wife. She's in trouble. I don't need to love you. Let's save her. And I think that speaks volume to the movie because the character was so different, and it's so smart because the character is so different. It's like, okay, well, I don't know if they're gonna be able to solve their issue, to solve the difference, right? But then you realize it's not about solving the difference. It was never about solving the difference. It was just about getting along enough time to save this person because this person needs to be saved, and that's it. And then you realize that it's actually a clever plot, right? The second one is a lot better. Weirdly speaking, it's rare the sequel does better. Kevin is now a fire police officer. Sorry, I'm tired. And Kevin is actually part of the Ice Cube. And the reality of the first movie, what I did say is everybody thought Ice Cube was an asshole. Everybody's like, yo, you're an asshole. You're absolutely an asshole. People don't like him. So when he's putting with Kevin and the car because they're partner now, it makes sense. But the best part of the movie is, in the first movie, I don't trust you because I don't have to. Second movie is like, okay, I got nobody else. I need to trust you. And very weirdly speaking, it's more like a continuation. It's a sequel. It's like, okay, well, I start trusting you, proving I can trust you once again. But which is a great thing. But the problem is, it's constantly. It does feel constantly like Kevin is making an effort, and Ice Cube isn't. Now, technically speaking, it's not about the character of Kevin, of Ice Cube. It's more about the character of, okay, well, I'm a police officer. I've been there for a while. I've proven that I have what it takes. I got my badge. I got my decoration. And you got not shit. You got jack shit, right? Which is kind of cool. But it's a good movie. There's funny part, but most of them is just Kevin. And again, I like Ice Cube. I just don't like the character. The character is an asshole, and it's not like an asshole that's trying to change. It's a character that is forced to change, and it's like, okay, well, he gives it in little bits. But it's the kind of character that's so a good character, right? In my opinion, is a character that goes through a journey of growth. Now, if it's a better, even better character, is a movie that you understand that, holy shit, they did this. That's a proof of the growth. You know what I mean? Ice Cube, you know that he's being pushed to grow. That's why he's growing. Ice Cube, you understand that if Kevin wasn't there, he wouldn't give a shit about growing. And that's pretty much the sad part. It's not about running along. It's the problem with Ride Along, you know what it is? You want to know the problem with Ride Along? And the plot, the concept of Ride Along is, I gotta ride with this guy, but I don't like him. I don't like him, and I gotta ride with this guy. I'm forced to ride with this guy. Then you realize the plot is not that. The plot is two guys that have nothing in common, that don't get along, that are driving in the same car. Right? And when they need to work together, they work well together, but when they don't need to work together, no, do they need to work together the whole movie? No. When they do work together, it's a bit weird because, like, wait a second, you were fighting a couple minutes ago. Is it chill? Anywho, long enough video. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.